Monday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your affirmation energy reading for today, August the 5th, 2024. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. If you'd like to offer a donation for this reading or to the channel, you can do so through PayPal or Cashapp. Those links are in the description below. If you'd like to purchase something from my Amazon wish list, you can do that as well. That link is in the description below. Again, thank you for turning up and tuning in. Please take a moment to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Here we go. This is our affirmation energy reading for today, August the 5th, 2024. All right. Who's excited that it's almost October? Me. All right, so we have Death. And we have Ace of Pentacles. So the Death card is transformation. It's transition. It's cutting the cords of things that no longer serve you to open doors for things that do, right? And the Ace of Pentacles has the potential of serving you very well. Serving you in an abundant way. Serving you in a very beneficial, stable, grateful way. Serving you in a way that allows you to grow, that allows you to excel and exceed at what it is that you desire to do. This is an opportunity that offers so much, so much. Now this is a gift from Spirit, and your gift to Spirit would be removing everything that hinders or gets in the way of the progress of this Ace of Pentacles that Spirit is offering you, right? And what could hinder progress would be you feeling so responsible and carrying the burdens of so many things that you actually have no room for the things that benefit you. By carrying so many burdens and creating this energy of feeling as you're constantly, it's a constant battle, it's a constant uphill battle. We don't allow ourselves to see that all that we are carrying, majority of the responsibility and obligations that we are carrying, are not beneficial to us. And because they're not beneficial to us, they are holding us back or hindering our movement, or even taking up so much space that we can't see the blessings before us. So how you accept this beautiful, wonderful opportunity that is being presented to you is to release and let go of those burdens and responsibilities that you've been carrying. And there's this energy of passion that surrounds you, an energy of passion and independence and peace and power. So it's interesting that with all of that great, wonderful, influential energy, that you feel the need to carry those burdens, because all of that other energy that is around you says that you're so strong and you're so independent, right? So by releasing all of that and cutting those cords, you are now in a position of maintaining, obtaining, creating this abundant flow. It's a flow. The Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles asks us to have a little bit of patience, right? As we're going through this time, as we're growing, as we're being blessed by this Ace of Pentacles energy, as we're cutting cords, as we're releasing, as we are going through the tools that we have to make sure that they are capable of doing the job, to make sure we're going through what we know, the knowledge, to make sure that we're capable of doing the job. We're being asked to have a little patience here and to allow ourselves to continue to be in the energy of stability and balance. The problem with that is that when we are alone for too long, we start to feel left out and abandoned, a wallflower. And we start to feel as if spirit, source, or whomever has given up on us. You ever submitted a resume? Of course you have. A resume or an application to a job that you really, really wanted. And when you had the interview, it seemed like they really, really, really wanted you. And you waited and you waited and you were so patient and you started studying and learning new things that went with the job. And a day turned into 2 days, and 2 days turned into a week, and week turned into 2 weeks. And you didn't take into consideration that they have to go through all of these people to determine who's best for the job. You went right to, I didn't get it. I'm disposable. I am not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not. And then you go off looking for, feeling all very angry or upset or discontent or disappointed or insecure or doubtful, and your head goes sideways and your heart is broken, and now you're off looking for some sort of answers instead of being patient. Because I just bent the card. Instead of being patient, instead of allowing yourself a little grace, or allowing source a little grace, or allowing whoever these people are a little bit of grace, you just because it wasn't an instant and immediate gratification, just because it wasn't an instant and immediate yes, which has only in my 52 years of working outside of the home, an immediate yes only happened to me once, and that's because I was such a huge fan of Elvis. I was one of the first ones employed at the Elvis exhibit at the Westgate when it first opened in, 2013, something like that. And I was so jonesed about this job because I'm a huge Elvis fan. And I was hired on the spot, worked with Angie Marchese, who is in charge of the Elvis archives at Graceland. I got to carry Elvis's cape. I got to shine the shoes and clean the cars, and that was my job every morning, and giving tours. And so anyway, that was the only time I was ever hired on the spot for a job. So we have to give ourselves a little grace and give ourselves a little patience and allow ourselves that grace and patience while we're moving forward, waiting on this opportunity to come to fruition. And when it does, it is most definitely something to celebrate, right? And I love this Three of Cups energy because the cats are playing with the butterflies, and the butterflies are playing with the cats, and the fish are everywhere and jumping. The fish are jumping, and the cats are playing, and the butterflies are playing, and the moon is shining down, and it's illuminating this beautiful moment of gratitude and intuition and speaking one's truth and being vocal about why you are the best for the position, or why, there's this energy of really speaking up and speaking out to the universe. And I think a lot of people have a hard time doing that because a lot of people, we talk about prayer, and we have to be in this particular place in order to say this particular thing to this particular person. And let me tell you, if I got something to say to spirit, I don't care where I am. I'm in the shower most of the time. I have my conversations with spirit. I'm vulnerable, I'm transparent, and I am open. Okay. Any other place that you could do that in the shower when you're stark naked. On walks, I talk to spirit a lot on walks. I was having a vote of confidence 45 minutes ago, and I sat on my front porch and watched the trees, and spoke to spirit. And sometimes we just have to say what we have to say in the moment, and it doesn't make a difference if it's inside of this place or if you're saying it like this or like that. And I don't personally go to church, and I believe in a higher power and source. And I don't think that the Almighty, whoever that may be to you, needs such a formal invitation to listen to your meditation or your prayers. I believe that there are powerful beings out there, be it spirit, be it source, be it angels, ancestors, guides, God, Jesus, whomever, that that aren't particular about how you open up to them in meditation, visualization, prayer, or even words. When I start most of my conversations with spirit, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Or, look, I really need to talk to you right now, okay? But it's done out of respect, and spirit knows that, because never have I ever once been struck down by lightning, or have been struck, struck by a fallen tree on my head, because spirit is judgmental about, spirit or source or whomever is judgmental about how I have a conversation with them, right? And it's best to have the conversation than to hold everything in, because if you're concerned about something or worried about something and you're looking for answers and you're holding everything in, well, where are you going to get these answers from, right? So just go have the conversation. Speak to source like you're speaking to your friend. Because trust me, they are your friend, and they don't care how you open up a conversation. Tip back a shot of whiskey and say, we've got something to talk about, okay? And it's not a judgmental universe. It's not a judgmental source. It's not a judgmental higher being. If you need to speak and have something to say, then speak it and say it and get it out and get it off your chest and get it out there and exhale and take another breath and feel good about feel good about bringing the closure to whatever it is that you got to talk about, right? And I don't know why I went on that tangent. I feel like somebody has to say it or hear it. There's happiness all around you. There's the potential of happiness all around you. You have to give yourself a little patience and bring closure to the things that may be holding you back, such as impatientness, right? And set boundaries where boundaries are needed. And recognize that we are all in this together. This is one big universal collaboration with all of us and spirit and source and divine energy and angels and guides and ancestors and God, if you will, or Buddha, or your fairy folk, or your witches, or we just got done talking about our spirit guides, and there you go. They are listening. They are listening. Now say what it is that you have to say. Get it out there. Bring closure to it. The more closure you bring to whatever is going on, the impatientness you're feeling or the burdens that you're carrying, the quicker the closure, the stronger the transformation and the happier you will be. And make sure that you're putting up boundaries to not go back into that energy again. We have Enchanter, Awakening, Purpose, Self-Evolution. It's what we've been talking about this whole reading. And we have Owl, again, what we've been talking about this whole reading, Wisdom, Independent Thinking, Enlightenment. One more card for the road, Spirit. One more card for the road, or two, whatever you want to do. It's fine with me. We have Water Magic and Earth Magic. I like the Water Magic card here because we are healing our emotions. We are healing those things that have been holding us back. But we also have the opportunity, we have the full moon and the full moon. We also have the opportunity to ground ourselves, to work with crystals, to work with the elements of the earth in order to heal ourselves as we are healing and releasing and letting go and bringing closure and cutting the cords from what we need to bring in a time of transformational energy and happiness, self-evolution, awakening, purpose, wisdom, independent thinking, and enlightenment. You guys are on a path of opportunity here, right? Allow yourself to be yourself. Spirit doesn't want, I don't think Spirit really wants you to speak like other people say you should speak, right? I know that there's a lot of people who would come at me sideways saying, well, if in order to pray to, or you have to be in a church and you have to speak to God and you have to say this and you have to say that. I really don't think that that is a major focal point of connecting to spirit and source or God or your fairies or witches or ancestors or deities. I don't think the focal point of this conversation that you're going to have is spirit judging you on how you say what it is that you have to say and how you relay that message. Because think of the ways that spirit relays the messages to you. Feathers, dreams, animals, voices, unseen voices, on the wind, through fire, through water, through the trees, through other people, right? And when you get those messages aren't relayed to you by, dear you, I have a message for you. They're like, hey, you know, or however the message comes across, through the radio, through a song, through TV, through a show. You know what I'm saying? So there are many ways that we can correspond with spirit, just as there's many ways that spirit can correspond with us. And I don't think you're going to be judged on how you do that. So if you have something to say, say it. And I don't know why I keep going on that tangent, like somebody really needs to hear that. Somebody is out there going, I'm concerned about how to talk to spirit. Spirit is not concerned about how you talk to spirit. I just want to let you know that. Speak to spirit as you're speaking to a friend, because that's exactly who they are. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. Oh, by the way, we have 22 over here, balance, stability, and celebration. Know that you're divinely guided and loved. Talk soon.